You are listening to the Horse Radio Network, part of the Equine Network family.
Welcome to the Dressage Today podcast's Training Buzz. These short podcasts bring you the best tips straight from our subscription video site, Dressage Today On Demand. To get full access to all our videos, go to ondemand.dressagetoday.com and enter promo code DTPodcast to save 15% off your subscription. Now, listen in on this week's buzz and enjoy the ride. Welcome to the Training Buzz, sponsored by US Rider. Whether you're headed across the country or just down the road, you could be traveling with the peace of mind knowing you and your horse are protected by US Rider's 24/7 roadside assistance coverage. From lockouts and jump starts to towing and stabling, veterinarian, and farrier referrals, US Rider ensures a breakdown won't leave you stranded. Join today and save 15% with the code USRDT when you sign up at usrider.org. Swedish equestrian Jan Brink has participated in 3 Olympic Games. In this clip from a clinic ride, he first talks about the uniqueness of the Spanish and Portuguese breeds. Then he discusses the 3 mental states of horses. They are the comfort zone, the stretch zone, and the panic zone. Then he also explains how these zones come into play when training the horse.
We're starting with a horse that is not a warm blood horse. It's a Spanish horse. So it's a PRE horse. And if we take a look at the horse now, it's a young horse. He's young, but the rider have a good experience. So that's quite a good combination. The horse, if you look at the horse, it's a light horse. It's a nice type of a horse. But we have to know that this kind of horses, the Spanish horses and the Portuguese horses, the Lusitano horses, they are a little bit different, the way they move, especially when they are young. And I think it's very important to know that. They are normally a little bit quick in the movements when they are young. Not so big strides and big movements. So where is the quality? The quality is on Spanish horses and Lusitano horses very, very much later on, when they learn the collection, piaffe passage, pirouettes. That's a strong thing with PR and Lusitano horses. We can see that already now. It's a light and nice trot, but it's quite short and a little bit quick. But as I told Deirdre yesterday, if we know that, then we are not getting in panic. Oh, this horse is not moving good enough, blah, blah, blah. Because we know that this is a different race of a horse. It's not a half-bred horse. It's not a warm blood. So you can work it out, and we know that if the horse have talent later on for piaffe and passage, the trot is probably coming. We're going to see if we can improve it a little bit today or tomorrow, the trot work. So it's a quite green horse, a young horse, but the horse have more experience. She's a professional rider. She's quite used to this kind of horses. If you're not used to it, it feels a little bit special, but if you're used to them, you know how to train them. You also know that they are getting better and better. The mental zones. The first is the comfort zone, and I have to. If we take Deirdre's horse here, you can see that he's quite relaxed inside here to be a young horse. And the comfort zone is when the horse is feeling well, good self-confidence and relaxed. The horse is relaxed in his mental status. And then we have the stretch zone, and that, when I say stretching zone, it's not that we're stretching the neck out or something like that. It's that we're stretching the limit and pushing a little bit more and trying a little bit more. trying a little bit harder to get the gait or whatever it is a little bit more quality. And then we have the panic zone. And the panic zone is normally coming when you try to stretch it out and getting a little bit over the limit, just to know that this is the limit right now. Or if something happens around the horse in the environment or something, the horse getting in panic or getting tense. And then a lot of people asking me, but then we can stay in the comfort zone all the time, then everything is fine. Yes, of course you can do that. If you don't want to ride, or if you only want to ride in the forest and having fun with your horse. But if you want to improve the horse and improve the gait, or coming a little bit further in the training, then you have to stretch a little bit all the time. But you have to learn and read the horse. Now I'm on the limit, and then you have to go back a little bit to the comfort zone again. If you really learn your horse and you can read your horse where these limits are, then you can use it very well in the warming up for a competition and everything. As soon as you feel that the horse is getting tense or getting nervous or coming into too much adrenaline, then you can easily go back to the comfort zone, and then you feel very safe because you know you can do that at home. So it's really important to know where these zones are. I used to say the biggest problem you can see in a warming up is when you see a horse starting to come into the panic zone, and the rider starts to be angry at the horse because of that. And the rider gets also nervous and getting into the panic zone. Then we have two with the panic zone, and then you have really a mess. That's not so good. The rider has to be in the comfort zone mentality, comfort zone all the time. The rider can correct the horse, but he's not allowed to correct the horse because he's angry. He can correct the horse because he knows that this is not good. I have to push a little bit here. He's too slow, or he's too... So correct the horse has nothing to do to punish the horse. Correct the horse is just to tell him, oh, this is a little bit too slow, or this is a little bit too less. This is a little bit too much. You have to stop a little bit here, you know. So the rider always have to do and correct the horse when he's in balance, mentally balanced. That's really, really important.
We hope you enjoyed this bonus podcast. What would you like to learn about, and what tips would you like to hear? Email me, Stephanie, at sruff@equinenetwork.com, or reach out to us on social media. Remember, go to ondemand.dressagetoday.com and enter promo code DTPodcast to save 15% off your subscription to our online catalog. Thanks for listening.